If you spent any time at a vet with a reactive dog, you've probably seen a muzzle like this. I'm going to place it around the dog's snout and show you how it fits. As you can see, this muzzle is tight. It keeps the dog's mouth shut, and it comes down behind the ears and it hooks in the back. Now these are only meant for quick operations. Maybe a dog that doesn't want his nails clipped or doesn't like you messing with his anal glands. It should only be on for no more than 10 minutes. Hopefully less than that, because the dog's mouth is closed shut. He can't pant, so he can't get airflow and he could suffocate. But these are necessary. If you are in a field and you catch a dog who might have a hurt leg, even the most friendly dog can bite when he's hurt and scared, and you might not have one of these muzzles available, or you might not have the right size available, but you might have a slip leash or a regular leash available, and you can make a field muzzle with a leash, a slip leash. Gauze or cloth or a scarf is probably better, but I'm going to demonstrate a field muzzle with a leash. You're going to take the leash, wrap it around the dog. You got to try to be careful to try to not to get bitten, but you're going to wrap it around the mouth. And you have to do it very tightly. It's going to feel cruel, but if you don't do it tightly, they're going to get out of it. You got to pull it tight, then wrap it behind the ears, just like the other muzzle, and then tie it off. And make sure you tie a good knot or tie a good bow so it doesn't slip off while you're picking up the dog from the street or performing some type of procedure on him. So as you can see, the leash is wrapped around the snout tightly, and then behind the ears here. Now if you have a reactive dog, another option is what's called a panting muzzle. I don't have one to demonstrate here, but they look a lot like these, except they leave room here. It doesn't close the dog's mouth all the way. They're allowed to pant and stick their tongue out to get air. But those still shouldn't be on for an extended period of time, because there's not as much airflow, because it still covers their mouth here. They're just able to open their mouths here. Have to be careful with those too. If the dog is very reactive and your hand gets too close, they can still bite through a panting muzzle. They can actually bite through any muzzle if you're not careful. A great option if you have to have a muzzle on a dog all the time, this is called a basket muzzle. It allows the dog to open his mouth. It allows airflow. Dogs can even drink and take treats from these. This is a plastic one. If you have a really strong, really high-strung dog, a metal one might be better. But as with any muzzle, you know, you're not completely safe. If someone poked their finger in there, I know it sounds silly, but some folks would. Somebody poked their finger in there or in here, they can still get bitten. But it is a safer way to have a muzzle on for a long period of time. I found though that reactive dogs might let you put one of these on them. They might let you do a field muzzle, but some of them are really nervous about this hard plastic thing or this metal thing coming towards their face. So you might want to spend some time acclimating them to the muzzle. And what I suggest, you probably won't sit up out here in the grass, but just leave this on the floor in your living room or your bedroom. Sit it up like a cup. Put a couple of weenies in it every once in a while. Just real tiny weenies, not enough for a meal. And your dog would have to come along and poke her head in there to eat the weenies. Like so. And just let her do that a few times before you try to put it on their face. And also what I suggest with a muzzle is, the first time you use it, don't use it for something bad. And this is with any muzzle. Just put it on your dog, take it off, then highly praise them, and then give them a treat. So they don't associate the muzzle with something bad all the time, and then maybe they'll let you put it on. So once the dog is eating the weenies, then you might want to just try to bring it a little closer to their face. Maybe let them eat some weenies out of there like so. And then eventually you work yourself up to getting it all the way on them, and then clipping it in the back. But once again, the main thing to remember is a determined dog can probably bite through this. A determined dog can pull their paw up and try to paw this off of their nose, and they can pull it off. But this is a safe alternative to a regular muzzle.